All right, you're welcome again in our class for today. So today we're looking at class in JavaScript. Very briefly, this is the syntax for class. We start with a class keyword, then with the name of the class, which starts with a capital letter. In fact, the syntax is Pascal case. That is, if you are joining any name, a combination of words here, they will all be in the first word will be in capital letter, like person, Mike, this way, it should be in capital letter, unlike the function rule that is camel case. But for class, we use Pascal case. So we're having a person here, and the most fundamental entity or part of a class in JavaScript is this constructor. Constructor, just as you know about constructor in our previous class, constructor is actually the function that does the creation and assigning of values to properties and values to the object that is being created whenever the class is instantiated. And that is the function, primary function of a constructor, and it's an important and an integral part of a class in JavaScript. So here we're having a constructor function. Of course, as the name implies, it's going to construct an object with these following properties and values embedded in those objects that will be created when this class is instantiated. All right, so it's the person, and these are the properties of a person. Person will have a color, age, height, size, and gender, and these are the values that are created. Now, if this has been done, a constructor or a class rather can also have a constructor function, have some other properties as well, and also have method in it, just as normal object would do. All right, so if we take this and come to line 414, we want to instantiate the class, and we instantiate the class by using this word, this new keyword, to instantiate a class, to create an instance of a class, a sample of a class. So we are calling person and using this new keyword to invoke or to call the person. And by using this new keyword, an object is created, and the properties and values are assigned to the object that is created by this new keyword. And we are creating for Mike. And once you console log, you can see that I've console logged already here in line 417. And here is it on my console. Here is it on my console. All right. So that is how a class is created in JavaScript. But there's something you will note here, that I have created a person class here that will construct the following object. But you discover that these values are hard-coded. They do not change, which implies that the person Mike will not be different from the person Steven. And we know that gender differs when it comes to persons, which means we have hard-coded this to only be a male gender, which will not be also cool in many instances since it's hard coded. So in our next class, we will also look at how to make it dynamic, because that is the beauty of programming. Ability to reuse functions, reuse classes, and making it dynamic. So this is just hard coded, just for the introduction sake, and this is how properties and values are created in function in a class. Here you can see that this is a statement altogether, ending with a semicolon. It is not a separated, comma separated entities. Rather, it's a statement on its own, each of them. But when it is created, when it is instantiated, you can see here on the browser, on the console, that it is comma separated because an object has been created out of it. So that is worth noting, so that you don't mix the syntax when it comes to object and class. All right, so if I do step in here, discover that it's still the same thing that we have on our console, because these values are hard coded. All right,